first poem is called Snowflakes Dance. Snowflakes dance, spinning toward the car's hot windshield. When they land, they scream, flailing their crystal arms, and shrivel down to lukewarm drops of dew. My next poem is an elegy to superpowers. How I'd love to hear your voice as we stand face to face, but we're both rendered mute, like we swallowed our own voices. We were young when we first met, and we could talk about anything. When we gained the power to talk over several miles, we talked even more. We had to stay in one place, so we spent hours in our bedrooms until we were no longer combined. We learned some new magic, and I could talk to you no matter where I was, no matter where you were, so we talked all the time. But our next superpower destroyed us, enveloped us in silence. Now all I can do is watch as you pull out your phone and read my message. At least I know you'll text me back. All right, my third poem is called Scarlet. Scarlett Johansson is looking at me from the bright light of the computer screen sitting in front of me. Back to work, I say. From the bright light of the computer screen, the figure I need to analyze appears. Back to work, I say. Yet again, my mind is off. The figure I need to analyze appears, strawberry blonde hair draping down her shoulders. Yet again, my mind is off, and I'm flying through the air. Strawberry blonde hair draping her shoulders, the flight attendant smiles at me, and I'm flying through the air on board an airplane. The flight attendant smiles at me after landing. I have a lengthy layover. On board an airplane again, I'm moving forward. After landing, I have a lengthy layover on a soft set of chairs. Again, I'm moving forward in a California airport. On a soft set of chairs sitting in front of me in a California airport, Scarlett Johansson is looking at me. My next poem is a Lewis Carroll carol, and it's called The Wida. The Wida waltzed you into theory, loving its repatrimental life, when a menace knocked into its lorica and recalled it into dismay. The Wida now spends its days in bursary sleep, though Ipecacs will soon pure it up, and so grossly it will aquasa away. It's a lolling halolo, back and forth, never ending for the Wida. All right, my next poem is called Grapefruit. Clusters of pink juice-filled crystals sectioned and wrapped by a layer of film, covered in sheets of thin white skin, surrounded by pale orange porous armor. And my last poem is called Flute for My Daughter. I entered a music store for the first time in years. Everything had a glossy look to it. I remembered playing my trombone in school. My gaze skated across the bronze slides in front of me. The concerts, the bombastic music came back to me. The scorebooks in front of me hid their beautiful secrets. I remembered marching in a thick woolly coat and a slick plastic shake-up. Every day I wear a shirt and tie and dark black pants. Flip folders were on sale, organized and clean. My flip folder was disarrayed after marching in the rain. I had an old acoustic that was covered in dust somewhere. Shiny electric guitars were growing on the walls. I burned excess energy by plucking those strings. A boy tries a guitar, a cluttered but complete buzz fills the room. I'm renting a flute for my daughter, I told the clerk. She's starting to play for the first time. She handed me a box, and I handed her my credit card. I looked inside at the flute's smooth silver. I signed a receipt, agreeing to pay some monthly fee. Have a good day, Drew, the clerk said, and so I did.